Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're talking about the one, the only beloved Zebec network. Now, listen, we do have a couple of things to talk about, so let's just jump right into it. We can see Zebec network post-conference recap and roadmap. From London to Frankfurt to San Francisco, our CEO Simon joins Hello Ben White. Right, how many followers is that? 20,000, nice, for an in depth discussion on key takeaways from recent institutional events, what they mean for digital assets, and Zebec's next phase of growth. Do not miss it. So, tomorrow, right, tomorrow at 11 a.m., we probably will get a nice recap, a lot of news that we are not aware about, and maybe some hints about a very, very nice and beloved future, right? So, if you do want to join this, then this is going to be, I believe, at 11 a.m. EST. This video will be out at 8 a.m. EST. So you will have a couple of hours to make the choice whether or not you want to listen. Highly recommend it if you do have the time. Listen, remember, there is a Zebec x ONDO partnership. By merging Zebec's continuous payment technology with ONDO's USDY stablecoin, these two powerhouses are setting the stage for a financial revolution that could take the world by surprise. Okay. And I mean, guys, right? We are in the bubble of, XRP, ONDO, XLM, HBAR, right? QNT, a couple others. Guys, you have to realize, like, the names I'm naming right now are powerhouses when it comes to the financial world of crypto. When it comes to the financial world in general, I mean, right? I mean, my God, BlackRock, right? BlackRock is literally with Ondo. If you know anything about BlackRock in real life, you definitely want to be on their side. And yeah, that's why I'm also high on Ondo. It's personally why I'm also invested in Ondo. But I actually fun fact, I did trade some of my Ondo for Zebec just because of the extra 10x potential on top of that. Ondo is like that coin you can get like 10, 15x, very, very nice. But Zebec, come on, Zebec's like that coin you can get 100x from. And I'm not even joking, right? I'm not even being a moon boy. So, but very, very nice, right? And that's something we haven't really talked about, but it's true. So listen, like I said, we are in that inner circle and we're just waiting for the final confirmation with the ISO 20022, right? That's all we are waiting for at this point. The next thing I do want to talk about is this, right? Captain Zach knows Zebec partnership to Zero Hash right now puts them in connection to Walmart and Morgan Stanley. Now, we did talk about this a little bit earlier, but once again, right, there's another big bank being involved. And once again, Zebec is going to have some participation in this one way or another. So this is what I mean, people. This is what I mean. The evidence keeps on stacking for Zebec Network. The partnerships and the secondhand helping continues to grow. So you can be one of those people that fear, even Zebec going down a couple percent, or you can see it as opportunities to be buying, to be dollar cost averaging. I mean, what other project do you know is having this type of consistency, this type of heat? I mean, Zebec is really bringing in the heat. Like I said before, Zebec isn't doing this little thing. Oh yeah, guys, we're giving $100 away. Do this or do that. It's like, no, this is the real deal. I'm consistently talking about big companies, big institutions, literal banks, direct partnerships, secondhand partnerships. I mean, what else? We're talking about being affiliated with all the biggest real world assets and DeFi coins in the whole entire world, right? We are talking about being tied into the financial system. So it's just like it's right there in front of everybody's face. And you can choose to, believe what you literally see as proof and evidence, or you can just look away and miss a good opportunity. And I take that back. It's not a good opportunity. It's a life-changing opportunity. Let me reword that. Okay. So look, man, yeah, Morgan Stanley will be involved in this. All right. Walmart backed FinTech OnePay is working with Zero Hash to bring cryptocurrency trading and custody to its app, according to CNBC. Yeah, we talked about this a little before. We talked about how Zebec is going to also have a part in it. Listen, Now that the new Solana Seeker smartphone is out, I'm hoping the Zebec super app gets incorporated into the firmware. Could it happen soon? And that is a question, right? That is a big question. I'm not 100% sure this will happen. We will have to see how everything works out. But, all I do know is I wouldn't be surprised if Zebec Network gets it done. Right? I would not be surprised. Right now, to be honest, they are dealing with much bigger fish in the sea. Like I said, the ISO 20022. I think we still have the FCA. All right, we still have a couple of other things we're doing. We just teamed up with XLM for like an official type of partnership just recently. We just got in Kraken recently. So, there's still a lot that Zebec is doing and has done. So, something like this might come out once they have a little bit more free time. Right now, they are super busy with getting the most important files. I mean, the ISO 20022 compliance is greater than anything like this. Like we could have like 10 news events like this that possibly could be some type of, dealing with Solana Seeker smartphone or whatever. And that ISO 20022 is 10 times greater, if not even 20, 30, 50 times greater. So obviously we'll monitor everything. We will see how everything is going to be working out. We can also see, with the posts, they are getting consistently lots and lots of viewers. So there is a lot of hype surrounding Zebec, right? Lots of views, lots of likes. The exchange listings, we have like the NBA games and NHL games coming out soon. The site just got redone. Like I said, Kraken just got listed. They were just in London. So I mean, they are constantly busy. They are constantly busy. Um, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised they're busy. I'm not surprised they're busy, and I'm very glad they are busy, because if they were not busy, then sure, some red flags might appear. But to be honest, there haven't really been any red flags. The one red flag that I actually remember, the smallest of small, was just like some weird Photoshop they did months ago, right? People thought maybe these aren't even real people, but that quickly got debunked super quickly. It was just bad Photoshop. So if you want to look at one photo that had bad Photoshop, and kind of discredit everything else, that's a you mentality. That's a horrible mentality to have. That's just cherry picking. And to be honest, the ratios don't even make sense. All right, the ratios don't even make sense of how much good you have in gray compared to one little Photoshop error. So it is what it is. Anyways, listen, we are ranked 133 out of 9,386 active cryptos. Over the last month, we have been just generally going sideways. And there's a reason for this, right? There is a reason for this, because institutions are waiting to see if we will be getting into the system, right? The ISO 20022. And once we do have that confirmation, I'm not saying it's going to be an automatic pump, but very shortly at the bare minimum, we should start seeing massive gains for Zebec network. Okay. That's when we should start seeing the gains. And that's probably when we also get some more partnerships, because once we get the compliance down, I mean, that's when we can focus on even smaller things. Like I said, right now, Zebec network are really busy. 2.3% in the last week. In the last day, we are up roughly 0.28%. We can see 360 million market cap, almost 13 million volume. So not bad. Coinbase and Binance still not listed. Robinhood, of course, is still not listed. But like I said, guys, those are like really like the sprinkles on top compared to like the compliance they're doing, doing all of the stuff with the banks, the secondhand partnerships. These little things are really just small details and small little pieces of candy on top of the ice cream at that point. Like I truly tell you. So, anyways, that is going to be it. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys still think of Zebec. I can't believe this is at 89% community sentiment. I don't even know who downvotes this. I mean, my God, where is the brain? Where is the brain? Anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.